All right, Scarlet Nation, we're here with Taj Alexander, starting right tackle. Taj, how you feel, you've kind of done so far at that position throughout training camp?
I think I had a pretty good training camp so far. There's a lot of work I still need to do between now and the first game. But as far as how I'm doing so far this camp, I feel like I'm progressing pretty well. And, I just try to go out there every day and get a little bit better.
Last year you played, inside at right guard. Now you shift one position outside. Only a couple feet over, but there's probably a pretty big difference, right? What you have to do?
Yeah, definitely. There's a lot of things with timing, especially. Everything's a little bit quicker on the inside, and as you move out, it's a little bit slower paced. And as far as technique and things like that, like your kick sets. Sometimes I will get caught setting like a guard, playing tackle. It's just things I got to get used to. But the thing that helps a lot is a couple springs ago, I started off at right tackle. When I first moved over to offense, I was on tackle. So there's a couple things that I knew from there. But it's not too much different. But the things that are different are big.
What did you kind of go through? Obviously, you were there at the end at spring and then in the off season to kind of get prepared to make that move back to right tackle.
It was just when we had time to do one-on-one work and things like that. It was just progressions and set progressions and things like that. And I watched a lot of film, as far as how to set and different things like that. And as far as other things I did this summer is just work to get my body in the right composition, I'd say, so I could play tackle, because you got to be a little bit more athletic out there. So I just did things like that.
How important was it coming into camp last year? You and Siv were co-starters, and he won the job out of camp, even though you both got time during the season. How much of did you kind of say to yourself, all right, this is my job now, right tackle's my job, no one's going to get a chance to take it from me?
Competition is always good, coming out of last camp, that was a little difficult to lose a spot, and I was fortunate enough to get time. But starting right tackle, one thing I put in my mind is that I got to compete every day, so that there's no doubt that something like that will happen again. I didn't want to put that. I didn't have that in my head. I was just thinking this is the spot I'm at right now, and I'm not going to lose it. So as far as working with the rest of the line, of course I'll do anything to help, but I just try to go out there and work as hard as I can, so I hold down that right tackle spot.
How is the whole line, progressing? From a communication standpoint, blocking, getting the system down, since it's, first time you've really been working together for a long period of time.
We get big installs, so it takes us a little bit, but we're trying to help each other out as much as we can. It's just a focus thing, because I feel like once we know it, and once we're focused in, we execute it very well. So it's just a focus thing with us. And I feel like we're getting better each day.
And then you have your scrimmage coming up on Saturday, last one of preseason. What's kind of your goal for personally, and then goal for the line and the offense?
Personally, I want to treat it like a game. I want to limit the mistakes. Finish. That's a big part of it, and just do as well as I can, because, like you said, that's the last scrimmage mode we're going to have before our first game in Fresno. And as for the rest of the line, we're just trying to execute as well as we can. Be the reason why the offense moves the ball Saturday night.